7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with most.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja pichuela y guandules no viene ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que él tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quien te
No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que.
It's a heavy metal. Metal. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the 7:10 a.m. morning show, guys. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. How's everyone doing, guys? We're getting this much closer to 2024, guys. It has begun. The countdown has begun. We're done with 2023. Pack your bags and hit the road, 2023. We are done with you. We are moving on to 2024. I need to read the terms and conditions before I agree to 2024. That's all I'm saying, guys. After 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, I'm reading terms and conditions this year. Hey, Mojave Martian, how's it going? How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing out there? All right. Got a bunch of people up in here this morning. Alien wins November through December. Oh, not yet, guys. We're gonna finish this up. We are gonna roll into January with November to Dismember. We are finishing it up. We're gonna start it back up today, guys, with my surgeries and everything. I've just been so freaking busy trying to recover and stuff. There's a lot of work involved in that stuff. So my son turns 17 on the 30th. Nice, Harley. Awesome. That's a big birthday, 17. That's when you know everything, right? When you turn 17, you know everything. You're at your peak performance in life. Oh man, how's everyone doing out there this morning? It is a little cold, not as cold as it could be. But still pretty cold. Just got to mess with you since I haven't made the shows lately. No, you're all good. Appreciate you guys. All right. What do we got cooking this morning, guys? What's going on out in the real world this morning? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right. Check out some ongoings here, guys. Let's see what's happening in here. Her niece wanted a Taylor Swift girl doll, so she designed an incredible replica herself. Ooh. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. Wow, this is actually a pretty good one. Firefighter's cancer leads wife to discover of toxic gear killing heroes across the U.S. It's infuriating. Since 2002, cancer has been responsible for the death of almost 2 out of 3 firefighters, according to the International Association of Firefighters. Well, I had no idea. In the months following Paul Cutter's 2014 prostate cancer diagnosis, his wife Diana helped watched helplessly as her once healthy and fit husband, a lieutenant with the Massachusetts Worcester Fire Department, spent his days wasting away in a recliner. I couldn't get him out of that chair, says Diane, 63, of Paul, now 64. In this week's issue of People, he was literally leaving me physically and emotionally, and I couldn't do anything about it. Diane was convinced that Paul's cancer was the result of toxic smoke and gases he was exposed to because of failure to protect in the protective coat and pants, known as turnout gear, worn while battling fire. So one day she rummaged through his gear in the basement, inspecting it and his powerful flashlight, and made a startling discovery. With all these quarter and dime sized holes in the crotch area, she recalls, I told myself, holy cow, this is how all these chemicals got into his body. Diane has since been on a quest to understand what could have happened, contributing to her husband's diagnosis and also to explain what's behind skyrocketing cancer rates among firefighters. Since 2002, cancer has been responsible for the death of 2 out of 3 of every firefighter, according to the International Association of Firefighters. What Diane, the subject of recent Mark Ruffalo produced document Burn, Protecting the Protectors, eventually learned is that the coats and pants that many of the nation's 1.2 million firefighters depend on for protection against searing heat, liquids, and smoke containing large amounts of toxic industrial compounds. The group's synthetic chemicals used to repel water and to prevent moisture related burns have been linked to a myriad of cancers and other disorders. So the jackets and the things. Initially, I was searching to find information to prove that their gear didn't contain these chemicals, explained Diana, whose efforts have fueled pressure to develop PFAS free gear in the nation's firefighter. Peeled back the layer, and I realized that this gear just wasn't meant to protect firefighters and was actually killing them. Dang. So their gear has a chemical compound in it that actually has cancer related toxins. Man, did you know that firefighters gear is toxic? Yeah, that's what we're just talking about. So holy crap, man. Documentary, Mark Ruffalo, that's definitely going to be one to check out, guys. That's kind of crazy, man. The man, the myth, the legend has arrived. Me. Oh, what's up, back to retro? What's up? Harley says it's 32 degrees in Ohio. Oof. That's way too cold, man. That's way too cold. So, man, that's something that's interesting. The chemical they use to help prevent fires, burns, are actually causing cancer. Oh, man. Let's see. YouTuber investigating missing man helps police find suspect's remains in Missouri pond. This could be kind of interesting here, guys. Anytime you got YouTubers out and about, you know what I do like? I do like when YouTubers, hey, what's up, Aaron? How you doing this morning, buddy? How are you? All right, here's a news story for us, guys. YouTuber helps find missing man's body in pond. Oh, let's see here. Missouri man Donnie Irwin had been missing since December 2013. Authorities announced that the suspect remains of a Missouri man who went missing 10 years ago have been located in a search that aided by an intrepid YouTuber. Per a December 17th news release, the Camden County Sheriff Office said it was notified on December 16th by a property owner in South Camden County who is in turn was contacted by James Hinkle, a freelance videographer, YouTuber, and drone pilot, regarding the December 13th disappearance of 59-year-old Donnie Irwin. The property owner said that Hinkle was searching an area of the southern Camden County, and he believed a submerged vehicle belonging to Irwin was located in a pond. Both Hinkle, who oversees the YouTube channel Echo Divers that chronicled Irwin's case, and the property owner searched the area on foot and by kayak, leading the discovery of the submerged vehicle in the pond, authorities said. Deputies and detectives from the Camden County Sheriff's Office, as well as members of the Mid-County Fire Protection District dive team, responded to the area and met with Mr. Hinckley and the property owner. Read the release. Divers searched the pond and verify the license plate on the submerged vehicle matched the license plate on Mr. Irwin's missing Hyundai. With assistance from the Bledsoe Conco um, County investigators recovered Mr. Irwin's Hyundai Elantra from the pond and notified his family of the development. In a news update from Monday from the sheriff office, said authorities returned to the pond this past Saturday with cadaver dogs where the Hyundai Elantra was recovered a week ago and conducted a search. Despite the length of time since Mr. Irwin's disappearance, the cadaver dogs alerted to the presence of human remains in the pond. The dogs concentrated on one area near the center of the pond, indicating that the most likely location of the remains. The following day, detectives went back to the pond with divers who searched the area where the cadaver dogs had been previously and recovered human remains from the pond. An update continued along with the remains of an artificial hip that was found consistent with the one Irwin had. Dang, guys. Authorities said that Irwin's family has been contacted by investigators, adding all of us at the Camden County Sheriff Office who have investigated this case for 10 years are elated at the recovery and overjoyed with the closure we know this brings to the family. In a Facebook message posted on Monday, Yvonne Bowen, Irwin's sister, wrote, "Wow, brother, what a special Christmas this is. Even though you're not with us, we know you are now, and we can rejoice because of it. I love you, brother. I miss you terribly, but I know it was God's will that will brought you to us, and I know you're no longer in pain. I love you very much, and I will forever treasure the time." Oh, man, that's sad. You were the best big brother ever any little girl could ask for. Oh man, at least they found him, dude. They found him, guys. That's a big one, man. I could. Yeah, that was weird. The podcast never started for me. I had to close and reopen it. That is weird. Uh, I'm really good. Thanks for tired. I'm very tired. 6 hours played with my daughter today, and 4 hours pool and beach. Forget that it's summer in Australia, man. You always throw me off on that. All right, guys. Last one. The quadrant meteor shower, guys. So this is a meteor shower that is coming. I probably butchered the name. Quadrantid. Quadrantid. All about the Quadrantid meteor shower, including when it peaks and how to watch it. I don't know about you guys, man, but ever since I was a kid and Halley's Comet came around, I've been infatuated with those cadaver dogs. Are so highly trained. It's awing how they are able to pinpoint bones like from underwater too. Eric, man, can you believe that underwater? What are you doing, Rosie? You're like a bulldog in a china shop. Bulldog in a china shop. All right, guys. Meteor shower coming up. The quadrants have the potential of being the strongest meteor shower of the year, according to the American Meteor Society. Fireworks won't be the only things lighting up the night sky in the new year. That's because the quadrants are predicted to peak at the beginning of January, marking the first meteor shower of 2024. Sky watchers in the northern hemisphere are in for a real treat since the radiant of the shower is situated very far north in the sky. This means there's potential for approximately 100 meteors per hour to shoot at this peak. Oh man, get your wish on a star. Get your wishing stars wishes ready. However, like all meteor showers, viewing a celestial spectacular of the capacity is only possible under perfect conditions. For example, the moon is one factor that often hinders star spotting due to its illuminated glow. But have no fear, in the early New Year, stargazers, January's full moon doesn't rise until the end of the month. Therefore, the lunar display will be in its new phase at the time of the quadrant's expected peak. Um, Meteor showers predicted to peak late on January 3rd into the early morning on the January 4th between the hours of 1 a.m. and 5 a.m., according to American Meteor Society. Your chances of spotting a shooting star are increased at that time. Other opportunities to catch glimpse of the spectacle, are possible since the quadrant remains active through mid-January. So how do you view this, guys? It usually falls short due to the short length of maximum activity, 6 hours, and the poor weather experienced during early January. Like all meteors, the chance of spotting one in the sky depend on several factors. Light pollution, along with clouds and fog, are a few of the biggest obstacles that often hinder stargazers. My dad has this badass telescope he bought when he first got retired. He goes out there all the time. Is that like a retired guy thing? Hey, what's up, Mr. Christmas? Good morning. Good morning. Um, yeah, my dad has this badass telescope that he looks through and at the neighbor lady next door. No, at the at this thing, and I might have to go up there and check it out. Was way hard to see in Cali. Yeah, the light pollution's bad, man. Totally messes with all that stuff. All right, guys. So those were our human interest stories, guys. That's what's happening out in the world. I'm definitely leaving Bullhead. It's getting bad there. Yeah, man. This whole area, I'm looking at leaving. I think sooner or later, guys. Who knows? Who knows? It's close enough to where I can still do all this. You know what I mean? All right, let's get into a little shout outs, guys. So you want to get shouted out with a roll call this morning? Blow up those comments and we will shout you out, guys. Let's do a roll call.
All for the Tanksters at 7:10 a.m. Rise and shine, it's time to slam, break the mold. Rebel from the north, Tanksters unite, let's raise a storm. D.A. and K, we're here to play, loud and proud, we won't obey. 7:10 a.m., we'll rock your day. Tanksters assemble, never fade away.
All right, Danksters, never fade away. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning. Out there in the real world. What is happening out there, guys? We got Chantel, first one up this morning. Good morning, good morning. Fight for freedom. How are you? Lonnie, the man, the myth, the legend. Lonnie's in the house, guys. Smoking more weed than a national forest fire. That's right, Lonnie. We got Mojave Martian in the house. What's up, Mojave Martian? How's that? How's all the situation going, man? Man, what a way to end 2023. I bet you're ready to be done with 2023. Mojave Martian, guys. Matt Workman in the house. We got Tim W. The sad cowboy is in the house. I don't know why he's sad. He's out there scoring free sheds and stuff. Man, Tim W. getting it done. We got Rosie Key, sweet Rosie Key in the morning. How are you, Rosie? Not you, Rosie the dog. Not you. Good morning, Rosie. How are you? We got the asylum with Harley. Good morning, Harley. How are you this morning? Man, it's cold down there in Ohio, huh? Brr. I would not last 5 minutes. Oh man, I had rehab yesterday, physical therapy. My shoulder is just throbbing this morning, especially with the cold. Oh, Merlin Public Media, how are you? How's Juanita doing? Home, and hopefully everything's good. I've been keeping updated. Man, thoughts and prayers still with you. Thank God she got home for Christmas. That's nice, man. Who else we got up in here? Teresa Della chats. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning. Eric, how are you this morning, buddy? How are you? How's that hand? I was bleeding all over the place the other day. I thought it was funny. He bought his daughter a whittling kit, and he was showing her how to whittle, how not to whittle, and he cut his hand. She knows. She knows now. Oh man, that is funny. That is funny. Oh man, who else we got up in here? Um, let's see, the Asylum, Harley. Oh man, got a ton of people. Back to Retro. How you doing, buddy? Back to Retro in the house. We got Aaron. How you doing? All the way from Australia. Nice, buddy. How you doing? Around me so baked every day, working out, trying to keep up. Oh man. Let's see who else we got. If I decide to move to Cali, I better get used to this cold. That is true, man. Even here in Needles, the taxes here in Cali are just ridiculous, man. I wouldn't move to Needles. Fuck no. I want to move out. Um, let's see who else we got up in here. Yeah, yeah, man. And I'm gonna tell you guys a firsthand experience, man. You know what's total BS was a couple years ago, the city council here in Needles came out with that this is a First Amendment state, man. First Amendment city, man. Who cares about the state laws, the city laws, for guns? And they were on Fox News. It was a whole big publicity stunt. Well, 6 months later, the fucking assistant city attorney Lena Wade fucking went to take people's guns in open court. She's trying to take white middle-aged men's guns. I have several cases where she went to Joshua Tree Court. Take his guns. We want his guns. Lena Wade, assistant district attorney for the city of Needles, the city attorney, which just means it's a law office they hired. She gave herself a little title. But yeah, Lena Wade is after your guys' guns here in Needles, California. A fact. Try to take my guns. For an open court, guys, like a witch being burned at the fucking stake. She take his guns. We want his guns. I'll get the tape. I'll show you guys. Lena Wade is trying to take your guns here in Needles, California, guys. I would definitely write your city council about that. That's a fact. That is a fact, guys. I could show you the court documents. I could show you all Lena Wade. I don't have any yet. Yeah, and she seems to be focused on, and she's a Biden supporter. She's a Obama person. She's after middle-aged white men's guns. I'm just telling you, that's fact, guys. That is fact. Anyway, roll call. Get me on my soapbox. Let me start dancing around here. Mr. Crispers, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Jeremy, the madman in the house. Brian's not leaving town until after he renames it Brown Town. Brown Town. Sounds like a brown town. Best place I go is a few miles offshore and out of the hills. Love to see plenty of UFOs. Whoa. That sounds like a good place. We need to go do some UFO watching soon. Maybe a Martian will show up. We need to start that compound you keep talking about. Yeah, you know what, man? Let me make sure I got everyone in here. Honey Nut Hero, and we got Lee in the house. Good morning, Lee. How are you? Carolyn, good morning. Good morning. Oh, man. I need a shout out to Elisa. What's up, Elisa? How you doing this morning? Get your butt up and get moving and motivated. Brian, I think you're safe from losing your guns. You're a rap superstar, White Chocolate. Oh, white chocolate, baby. Have you guys seen that movie with Matthew McConaughey? It's White Boy Charlie or something like that. It's about a guy who in Detroit, some white boy who he's a little smidge, not the smartest guy in the world. Who sells drugs with all the African American gangsters in Detroit, and they name him White Boy Charlie or something like that. It was a true story, kind of a crazy deal. Kind of an interesting movie, old Matthew McConaughey. All right, what else we got cooking out here, guys? Oh, today in history. That's right. Today in history, guys. What is today? The 28th. What's happening in the past today, guys? This is brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Your number one cannabis superstore, guys. Get in on there. BOGOs out the wazoo this week, guys. Get in there, take advantage of these BOGOs, and get White Boy Rick. There you go. White Boy. What did I call him? White Boy Charlie? I knew it was a white guy's name. Charlie, Rick, Dan. It's Brian. I knew it was a white boy's name. I knew it. All right, guys, let's get into this today in history. Today in history, white boy Rick sold some drugs. Let's get into it.
Today in history, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history.
All right. Thank you, White Chocolate, for that song. Oh man. I was watching some stuff. I guess this could be considered today in history. Vanilla Ice. Speaking of white chocolate, Vanilla Ice just recently did a long sit down interview with Vlad TV. Vlad TV is this cool YouTube channel website that they do a lot of hip hop. He actually interviewed Keefe D, and Keefe D actually admitted to being there when Tupac was killed, which then led to Keefe D being arrested for said. So, Vlad TV is pretty big. Rob Van Winkle. We need a weed delivery service here in the tri-state. We do really bad. I think the problem would be the state line thing. But man, how would you do that? You should be able to do that. Like if someone was like, okay, so let's say Mojave Martian needs like a half ounce. And I go and I buy half ounce. Like he can either pay, so he would pay first through PayPal or whatever. I would then take his money, go buy it under my name, and then deliver it to him. Could you get away with that crossing state lines? I think so. I don't know. That's interesting. No, he said white boy Charlie. So Vanilla Ice, Vlad TV, cool channel. A lot of in-depth hip-hop history and stuff they cover on there. So he had Vanilla Ice, and they were talking about his I guess rise at the time. Man, he's an interesting cat, man. He's worth millions and millions from buying property lien houses and then flipping them. Man, like really, really in depth. Very educated, very smart guy. I've actually met him a couple times, but he was talking about his Arsenio Hall appearance and how Arsenio Hall kind of went hard on him because he was, I guess, still to this day, the biggest selling hip hop artist of all time. If you don't talk about it on your YouTube channel, you probably could. No, you can't. Interstate drug traffic. Oh, Carolyn, you always put a damper. I remember when you used the N words and the awards got canceled back in the day. Yeah, so he was saying how Arsenio went hall, and there was a lot of bitterness because he it's the inner city thing, it's a hip hop thing, it's a black thing, if you will. They got their music, and then some white kid comes through and becomes the biggest selling artist of all time. But man, what the record label did, trying to make him more legitimate, street. I say to this day, guys, if Vanilla Ice came out today, he would be a major, major superstar, way beyond what he did, because there isn't the street cred thing. There isn't the whole real gangster. You know what I mean? There isn't Uber Buds. There you go. My new planner is ready to ship already. They estimated that it would ship next week. I'm excited. Nice, nice. I like it when you can get stuff early. I bought a pair of Jordans last night. Actually, I'll unbox them, man. I got 2 pairs of Jordans last night on Whatnot, guys. I won a pair that I need to see to believe that are actually pretty freaking crazy. Pretty freaking crazy. I'll show you probably a super valuable pair of Jordans that I ended up winning. And then I got another pair. But yeah, so and they're shipping, which I don't know when you get. Also, Amazon is finally sending me my soil so I can grow weed again. Nice, nice. Have they been out? Before we get into today in history, you know what? Let's just get into today in history, guys. All right. So yeah, Vanilla Ice, man. Ice still raps. What was this one? When he started rapping with Insane Clown Posse. Yeah, I guess you know what? He has a lot of like songs with different people that you never even would think of. Yeah, man, he's still getting it done, old Vanilla Ice. All right, what do we got, guys? We got some birthdays today. We got legendary birthdays, guys. First up, Woodrow Wilson, former president of the United States, December 28th, 1856. He died in 1924 at age 67. Big bucket of win, became president. 1978, John Legend, American magician, or magician, music man. He's doing magic tricks. Was born, guys. In 1954, Denzel Washington, American actor, was born, guys. Good old Denzel. What can you say, man? He's been in everything. Maggie Smith, a British actress, was born in 1933. Oh man, the legend, guys, the late great Stan Lee was born today, guys, in 1922. So what can you say about Stan Lee, man? Spider-Man, Batman, or no, not Batman. What the fuck? Spider-Man, X-Men, Iron Man, Hulk. Man, the list goes on and on. Marvel Comics, guys. Stan Lee. I was fortunate enough to meet him once when I was a kid. Got his autograph. You can see behind me up in the frame. I think in 93, 1990. Oh, it's falling too. 1990. I got his autograph at a baseball card show. Was able to keep it and display it proudly now. Stan Lee. And then let's not forget John Van Neumann, American mathematician, was born in 1903. In 1065, the Westminster Abbey opened. Originally, Westminster Abbey, located in London, was concentrated and opened on this day in 1065 by Edward the Confessor, and became the site of coronations and other ceremonies in England. In 2016, American actress and singer Debbie Reynolds died a day after the sudden and unexpected death of her daughter, Carrie Fisher, who was a noted actress and writer. Wow, I did not know that. I didn't even know Debbie Reynolds was her mom. And then she died the day after. Wow. Wow. The Detroit Lions became the first team in NFL history to lose 16 games in a regular season. That was in 2008. 1973, U.S. President Richard Nixon signed the Endangered Species Act, which obligates federal and state governments to protect all species threatened. That's pretty good, man, because you look at what we've done to the environment. Sorry, guys, I got to get a drink. Got to get a drink. Then you look at some of the animals that were able to come back, you know. Oh, excuse me, man. All right, sorry, guys. All right. Yeah, I mean, you look at some of the animals that were able to bounce back because of this. Definitely a good thing. 1954, American actor Denzel Washington. What are you doing, weirdo? Noted for engaging in powerful performances such as Glory, Malcolm X, and Training Day, was born. Spanish sculptor Pablo Gargoyle, known for his figure sculptures from iron and other metals, died. 1923, Gustav Eiffel, designer of the famous Eiffel. Gustav Eiffel designed the famous Eiffel Tower, died at age 91. While in prison for participating in a plot to gain Irish independence, Constance Marquez became the first woman elected to the House of Commons. However, she refused to swear an oath of allegiance to the king and thus did not take her seat. That would be a hard one. Like, you're making changes, but you're not going to pledge allegiance to the king. So then, do you just fake it, or do you do it? Like, I don't know. I think you should fake it, and you could cause more change with the seat. But I don't know. Maybe the act of defiance is the change. 1895, the first public demonstration of the cinematograph. An early motion picture apparatus designed by the Lumiere brothers took place at the Grand Cafe in Paris. Oh, this was that projector thing. Yeah. What was it? Man on the Moon, right? Man on the Moon, guys. If you guys take that, that's a great, great movie. Often noted as the first motion picture. Yeah, that's a good one. 1832, this fucking guy. I might have to take his picture here and show you guys here real quick. This fucking guy. Following his election to the Senate, John C. Calhoun became the first U.S. vice president to resign. At that time, the Constitution did not have procedures for filling such a vacancy, and the post remained empty until Martin Van Buren was sworn in from the Van Buren boys, was sworn in the following year. Look at this fucking guy. I got to show you this guy. He had more issues than just stepping down as vice president. Look at this guy. Mother, I would like my coffee now, mother. Oh, man. What else happened on Today in History, guys? The outlaw Rob Roy, known as the Scottish Robin Hood, died in 1734. And then in 1694, Mary II, who became Queen of England in 1689, died of smallpox in London at age 32. And that was your Today in History, guys. Today in History, a journey through time. That was a good one. A good one, Eric. Me and Lonnie should do Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I can see that. Dude looks like Lurch from the Addams Family. He really did, man. Look at this guy. He looks like his neck, like he has one of those weird neck bubble things. The dude looks like a shaved bearded geek. Oh, is that what you look like with your beard off? Oh, that was good. That was good. That was so good. Oh, man. Oh, all right, guys. Let's get in to some of the dumbest criminals of 2023, guys. We got a whole mess. They're even in order here. All right, bank robber. Too high to ask for money. In Ohio, of course. In Canton, Ohio, a man charged with bank robbery was so high when he wrote his demand letter, he forgot to ask the tellers for money. Richard Hampton is accused of slipping a note to a teller at a key bank location that reads, "Give me then nothing." Below that was the word gun. Hampton pointed at his waistband several times and told the employee to hurry up. Despite the confusing instructions, the teller handed over $723 in cash, which had been a tracking device hidden in one of the packs. Police used the tracking device to locate Hampton, and the stolen cash was recovered the same day. Hampton confessed to robbing the bank and revealed that he had smoked crack before the crime, which is why he forgot to write the word money in his note. If I were his lawyer, I'd argue that he was just asking the teller for a pin so he could complete his note. That is true. He was so high he almost wrote Fritos. He was easy to catch. He was driving 7 miles per hour. This guy must so suck at Wheel of Fortune. Get in the back, buddy. You're going to what's the word I'm looking for? Jail. That's right. Oh, you know what, man? I don't. Could you get away with that? One of them stole my car. When I find them, I might have to room might have a room to myself in Kingman. Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed too, man. I'd be pretty pissed. Nothing good comes from Ohio. Oh no, is my brother there? Oh man. Oh, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. What am I doing here? All right, guys. That was just December 20th. All right, on December 19th, thieves' getaway car stolen while they were thieving. Saturday, December 16th, in Denver, Colorado. 3 masked suspects were robbing a check cashing company just before 11 a.m. When they went to make their getaway, they discovered their getaway car had been stolen. Police believe the getaway car was already stolen by the check cashing robbers, so this would have been the second theft of the car. Two of the robbery suspects were arrested. The third, as well as whoever stole the car, is still at large. It's the circle of theft. Oh, the car you stole gets stolen. What the fuck, man? Now, you know what? Trying to think of the statutes of limitations here. As someone who's been involved in a crime where you had to run and get in a car and you wait for the driver, not saying what crime, not saying anything, but where, when, or how. But there is nothing more disappointing than doing what you came to do, like whether it be beat somebody up or whether it steal or rob or whatever it is. When you're like you got away with it, like you did it. Now all you got to do is drive, um, and you round that corner and you look and you don't see the car. You know you left it there. You know dude should be waiting for you. Whatever it is, it's gone. And all of a sudden you got to like plan B it. Oh, I could just imagine. No professional courtesy among thieves. What is this world coming to, guys? So if you steal a car, always park it in the stolen car space in the lot so other car thieves know to leave it alone. Or maybe just stop stealing so much. Nice cars to commit crimes. Go with a rusted out clunker. Maybe there should be a little Packard, like a handicap card that says this car's already been stolen. Please find another. Someday the robbers will look back on this, and actually, they probably won't. Oh man, I would be a pissed off motherfucker. I would. The third road warrior, we have Hawk, Animal, and Cricket. That's Bullhead City for sure. Oh, that is karma. That is. Oh no, Carolyn, have a great day. How cold is it up there? My son is literally moving up there in like 3 days. And I don't think he realizes how cold it's going to be. Bro, I did that after I changed cars, came out of the store. Like I was, where the fuck is my car? One time I bought a car when my daughter was at school during the day. I don't know about that, Mojave. I've always had a good feeling driving around in a cold. His car just got stolen. So let's not poke the bear. What is it? And I come out, and my daughter didn't know about the new car or anything, and she's probably like 6 or 7. And I'm like, "Hey, you like this car?" And I open up the door. I'm like, "Let's take it. Let's get out of here." And she's like, "No!" And she runs. She's such a good kid, man. Like, yeah, she ran away from her dad because he didn't want to steal a car, even though I had just bought it. What a good kid. What a good kid. All right, guys. What else we got cooking here? Um, Hang on one second, guys. You know what? Let me do this real quick. Oh, it's a circle of life. Oh, stupid car ride. Man, I didn't even know that was really still a thing. Like people out, especially in your driveway and stuff, man. Matt Workman, that really sucks, man. I can't believe people fucking do that kind of shit, man. Um, what was it? I was working a Halloween store many, many years ago over in the mall. I think it was Halloween City. I was working for, and um, there we go. And one of the workers had a Honda that was stolen, and these motherfuckers stole her car, and then they painted it purple with like spray paint, so no one else. And then they spray painted the windows purple, so you couldn't see who was driving. Oh, Holly, Holly, you couldn't see who was driving because the windows were purple. They ended up getting it back, but man, these motherfuckers trashing your shit. Like, you're gonna steal a car, just drive it and then dump it. Don't trash it. Don't make it hard for the next person. I don't know. Don't. How about you just don't steal a car? How about that? Just don't steal a car. Oh man, I heard in Frisco they leave the windows down. Yeah, yeah. That is oh hey, thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Yeah, it's a new sticker and shirt design I just came up with. We're pumping out some shirts. I just ordered prints. So I got a heat press so I can start pumping out shirts here locally. Um, but yeah, man, just crazy, fucking thieves, man. Thieves are pieces of shit. Anyway, thieves argue the stuff they stole was on sale. A jury in Denver, Colorado, has convicted two men of felony theft for stealing several items from a Kohl's store. The men tried an unusual legal defense. Prosecutors said the items stolen, a kitchen mixer, shoes, clothing, totaled $2,094. The cutoff line between a misdemeanor and a felony is $2,000, so 94. The men tried to claim that the stolen merchandise was on sale, and if you look at the sale price, it would fall below the 2,000 threshold for a felony. The judge didn't buy it. Both men were found guilty for felony and will serve jail time along with probation. It didn't help that they tried to play with their ball. They tried to pay their bail with Kohl's cash. It didn't help they tried to pay their bail with Kohl's cash. It expired. They had to do it. They also said that if a customer returned the item, the store would have made no money, dropping the value to $0. In the spirit of the crime, the judge gave them an additional 10% off their sentences. Did the judge also fine Kohl's for making the items up so much? The moral is, when shoplifting at Kohl's, use the Kohl's app to keep track of the total and stop before you hit $2,000. Oh, drunk driver sang gospel songs and peed herself. That's right. Sometimes when the Holy Spirit hits you guys, it does. You know what? That was my mistake, Harley. I didn't approve it, and for the drop ship, did not approve it. So that was my fault. And then with the holidays, I'm sure you'll be getting it shortly. I was gonna check today for you. I don't know how many cars we sold, mostly rentals. 8 in one night. Dang, look at you, freaking! What is it? Gone in 60 seconds. John Phantom is John in 60. John in 60 seconds. I live in a small hick town and carjackings are getting out of control here. And the cops refuse to do anything because they are tired of the verbal abuse. Oh, man. You know what? Cops aren't, that's not a good job anymore, man. It's not a good job anymore. All right. Drunk driver sang gospel songs and peed herself. Florida Highway Patrols arrested a woman after a diagnosis high-speed pursuit in the Florida Keys. Police say 41-year-old Courtney Epps was speeding between 90 and 120 miles per hour in a Chevy Suburban van while driving north on a southbound lanes of U.S. They attempted to stop Epps with spike strips twice. The second attempt was successful as spiked three tires, yet she continued to drive with three punctured tires at a high speed. She approached hundreds of runners participating in a half marathon. The tires on Epps' vehicles began falling off as she passed the runners. Epps eventually crashed into a construction site where she was apprehended and taken into custody. Police described her as extremely intoxicated. While at the hospital for evaluation, she urinated on herself in the lobby while singing gospel songs. Hey guys, she was just full of the spirits. I mean, come on. I hope someday somebody said, "Do you know how fast you were going?" She was singing all the great gospel songs, guys. All drinks bright and beautiful, the little wine of mine, my near, my vodka thee, should have tried Jesus take the wheel. All right, Jesus take the wheel. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. Oh man. I have a friend from in the hood in Springfield, Mass, that could still in '80s I rock in about 15 seconds. Dang. I stole a semi trailer full of electric. What is this? Fast and the Furious? You guys are robbing DVD players from truckers? When the Holy Spirit hits you, you must receive the golden shower. Nice, nice. That is a good one. That is a good one. All right, guys, this next one. Woman shoplifts during a shop with a cop event. A 62-year-old woman was caught shoplifting from a Walmart in Ann Arbor, Michigan during a shop with a cop event. There were 75 police officers present at the event. Read the room, ladies. Jesus. Which gave area children an opportunity to partner with a police officer and shop for themselves and family for the holidays. Walmart staff notified a trooper who was participating in the event that the woman was attempting to steal $700 worth of merchandise. The trooper followed the woman out to her vehicle, which was parked next to all the patrol vehicles, the officer participating in the event, and arrested her. A plan so stupid, it's actually stupid. She was charged with shoplifting and felony bad timing. What she should have done, see, is gone over the target since all the cops were at Walmart. Shop with a cop, hook a crook. The hardest part of shop with a cop is cops keep leading the kids over to the bakery section. Hey, you know you want some donuts, kids. Come on, let's go. Oh my God. Shop with a cop. That is funny. That is funny. We got one from Florida, guys. We got one from Florida. It's not a day without one from Florida. My handbag of holding will be here today. Oh, nice. I talked about that on my show. It was Michigan. That is funny. That is funny. All right, guys. So we got a Florida woman tries to eat counterfeit money. A Florida woman stopped for attempting to use counterfeit cash at North Miami Beach Walmart, tried to eat fake money to avoid arrest. 38-year-old Zipra Abraham was stopped after attempting to use fake money to pay for her purchases. She then tried to leave the store with 800 in items she didn't pay for. When loss prevention officers stopped her, Abraham stuffed 200 in counterfeit money into her mouth and tried to eat it. Put your money where your mouth is, Dad used to say. The phrase "cough it up" is usually just an expression. I'm going to need some ketchup or teriyaki sauce or something. You're under arrest, lady. Chew on that. Just curious, does this story qualify as fake news? Oh, man, we got the jokes today, guys. We got the dad jokes. We got the dad jokes, guys. Now, there was 75 cops in the store when she tried to steal. Yeah, that's just crazy. All right, this one, guys. Man attempts to rob bank with a can of Pringles. November 22nd. A man attempted to rob an Atlanta, Georgia bank armed with a gun and a Pringles can. See, what happened was he was holding the little 22 and he had to get those last chips, and he ended up getting his hands, no, I'm just kidding, his hands stuck in the thing, and he had the gun. The suspect entered a trust bank. Yes, trust, not trust. Oh, true. Truist. Truist Bank, not Trust, around 9 a.m. Saturday, and brandished a gun at an employee and demanded cash from the drawer. When the employee couldn't open the drawer, the would-be robber, carrying a Pringles can and gun, fled the scene. So he was just carrying a Pringles can? The chips the chips were stacked against him, guys. I mean, look out, he's got cholesterol. Look out, he's got cholesterol, guys. He could have ended up in the can. That's what I'm just saying. If I was the teller, I would have said, here's the money. You gonna finish those Pringles? That's something Lonnie would say. It's actually a good move. Nobody remembers his face, but everyone's going to remember the Pringles can. Yeah, you know what? That's not a lie. That's not a lie. You know what Al Capone said? You can get much further with a can of Pringles and a gun than you can with a gun alone. I think I remember today in history Al Capone saying that. Oh, Al Capone. Al Capone. You hear about the attorney busted for throwing cans of Pringles full of his poop around town randomly? What? 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 a lawyer throwing cans of Pringles around town randomly full of his poop. What the fuck is that? Is that a Pringles can, or are you happy to see me? All right. Police chase ends in tipped golf course porta potty. Oh, a police chase in Glendale, Wisconsin ended up in a porta potty. Police attempted to pull over a driver in a stolen car. In avoiding the stop, sticks the driver drove onto oncoming traffic and caused a crash with two other vehicles. 4 people inside the stolen vehicle fled. One suspect took off across a golf course and ran into a porta potty. A golfer who saw what had happened walked over and pushed the porta potty over, trapping the suspect inside. Police apprehended that suspect. Whoa, talk about a shitty day. That must have been a horrible lie. If the guy was above the hole when he went in, he wasn't when he came out. This is the police. Come do with your hands up. Let me put him out. Let me put his own cuffs on. I guess. From the outhouse to the big house, guys. Oh my God, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh man. Talk about a shitty day. You get freaking pushed over in a porta potty, man. Oh, and then you got to go to jail smelling like shit in a holding cell. Oh man, you're lucky you don't get beat up, man. Oh, I guess that's one way not to get raped, right? Or maybe it's a way to get raped. You come in smelling like poop. You're flirting with them. You're flirting with them. All right, guys, we got one more. One more, we'll wrap this up. Driver in HOV lane had Halloween clown in passenger seat. This was October 26th. Washington State Patrol pulled over a driver in the HOV lane on Interstate 45 in Renton when they noticed he had a Halloween clown dummy in the passenger seat. It was a human-sized clown. It was kind of scary. The kind of scary yard clown you find at home stores. Red, big teeth, no eyeballs. The fine for misusing the high occupancy vehicle lane is $186, and an extra $200 is added if a dollar dummy is used. I didn't know that. They get you double if you use $1 a dummy, huh? Man, what if there are two dummies in the front of the car, which is the case here? So the HOV cops don't appreciate any funny business. The guy turned the whole HOV system into a circus. Not enough passengers for the HOV lane. That's weird. Usually they squeeze 20 or 30 clowns into a car. Oh, what a bozo. Oh, the dad jokes. The dad jokes. Oh, I got a shot every month, 3 months. That costs $26. For some reason, the pharmacy keeps calling me about filling it for me when the nurse obviously needs to give it to me. Freaking pharmacies, man. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here before I turn into a clown. Oh, too late. Too late. All right, guys, I appreciate it so much. Tune back in at 4:20, guys. We're going to have a great show. It is True Crime Thursday, and we're getting into some true crime. We're getting into some true crimes of 2023, guys. Looking back at some of the missing, some of the, what is it, Gabby Petito? That was 2 years ago, wasn't it? Bunch of stuff, guys. We're going to get into true crime of 2023, so make sure you're joining us, guys. I appreciate a pregnant woman got a ticket for driving alone in HOV lane. She argued the baby made two people, so she got a ticket for two people behind the wheel. God, don't, you know what? You're trying to talk yourself out of a ticket, and you could talk yourself into a new ticket. Just saying. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Rosie didn't have to go to the bathroom today. Imagine that. All right, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Man, great show. Great show this morning, guys. I will see you at 4:20. Appreciate you guys so much. Oh, you know what, guys? I was watching on the Whatnot app. I think we're going to start doing it like probably in the morning shows once a week or so. We're going to start playing a deal or no deal game. I'll have you guys come on the camera. We'll play deal or no deal. We'll be giving away some prizes. I think that will be a weekly introduction to the morning show. I was just thinking about that. Have a good one, guys. Hey, man, appreciate you, Aaron. Appreciate you, Rosie Key, Tim W., Eric, everyone in here. Tim W., back to Retro, Harley. Appreciate you, Harley. Appreciate Carolyn. Appreciate all you guys, man. If I forgot, if I didn't say Fight for Freedom, appreciate the Kingman crew, Lonnie, Teresa Deller, all the OGs, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I do need to take it easy on the old shoulder. Man, they worked me hard yesterday. Woo. All right, guys. I appreciate you. I will see you at 4:20. See you guys.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
See you guys.